When did you fully know how to speak English?
When I was in high school, grade 6 and high school, then college.
Was it mandatory to learn
Yes,
English?
it's mandatory. You need to learn how to speak English because we have a English subject
Okay.
at school.
What age did you migrate to America?
And here, 40 years, 40 years old.
And how did you get into America?
Uh,
What
first,
were the steps?
first I worked in the Middle East for 11 years and going to Europe, traveling to Europe for vacation in America and back to the Philippines. I traveled a lot when I worked in the Middle East before. And I decided to stay here after 11 years working in the Middle East.
So that means you've been in America for 25 years?
Yes,
Why did you migrate to America?
uh, just to find a greener future.
Mm. And when you came to America, what was your first impression?
Impression, it's very challenging. It's it's very competitive. The word is very competitive, and that is the. It's more. It's much better to live here rather than in other countries.
You were overwhelmed by what you saw.
Yeah.
And what were your,
Oh, first I applied for a job, and luckily I was able to find a job at once.
what was the job?
Yeah, as a service technician and a field work for an office of equipment.
And you got that because of your experiences from the Middle
Yes.
East?
From way back home, I worked with Xerox before for 11 years. Then when I worked in the Middle East for 11 years, the same nature of job. And when I came here in the States, the same job.
Where did you live when you came here?
Here, I live here in the city, San Francisco.
So you had money already.
Hmm.
Okay. And what's the difference between Philippines and America?
America in Philippines, because when you work here, when you send back home, the uh, the uh, the dollar is more higher than the Philippine currency. It's more, you're gonna be more a lot of earnings compared back home.
Mm. And how about what's in the Philippines that America does not have?
The Philippines that America doesn't have.
Yes.
Uh, the Philippines is the only difference. The America they have more advanced nature of jobs rather than back home in the Philippines.